What's up, Foxtrotters? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. Maybe consider subscribing before you leave today. If you're returning, hello. It's nice to see you all again. You guys look great. Yes, you person who woke up extra early this morning because you needed to put gas in your car before heading out to work today. Way to be a responsible adult. You look great. All right, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I'm so excited to bring to you an r/antiMLM trash adventure extravaganza. I've been so absolutely busy with school, so I'm so excited to be able to bring this to you today. And I am working on that unique video. Should be out in the next day or so. Be on the lookout for that. And if you guys would like to have some laughs, some cringes, a little bit of rage, I don't know, you guys know how this goes, then please go ahead and stay tuned. Just returned home from my daughter's 8th grade career day at school. Oh great, I hate this already. What a bunch of great kids gearing up for high school. I gave a presentation to over 100 8th grade students on direct sales, network marketing, MLM, and the kind of money you can earn. Just recruiting early, tee-hee. They loved the new Mia Bella bags. For the record, do you say the word bag or bag? Bag? I don't know. I've lived all over the US, so I say both interchangeably all the time. Drives everyone in my life nuts. How is this allowed? Okay, I'm just completely blown away by how this could be allowed. I really want this to be satire. I really want this to be fake. I want this to be a joke. Haha, hee, so funny. But something about this post just reads too real. Where she says, just recruiting early, tee-hee. How weird is it when these moments where they become almost self-aware, right? There's like a whisper of self-aware that like goes right by them, and then right as it gets to them, instead of it like going into their brain and sinking in, they just duck right out of the way, and they're like, oh my god, but have you heard of Unique or It Works or Mia Bella bags? I didn't even know that existed. Surprise. I don't know, this has to be some sort of ethical mix-up. This can't be appropriate. This can't be right. I don't know. Wherever this is, this just can't possibly be right. I don't think they should be allowed to do this type of advertising to 8th graders. They're not even old enough to sell this stuff. Ugh. My MLM story. My experience with an MLM. She came to me and said she had an opportunity to join a business. She had been buying 31 bags from a friend for a few months, and of course, this friend had been starting to pressure her to join as a consultant. I was skeptical. We had had a near miss with Amway about 10 years previous, and I didn't want to get involved in something like that. She assured me it wasn't like that it would be part-time, that she wouldn't have to buy anything, that there's literally no risk involved. So I trusted her. If she agreed, she wouldn't take too much time away from the family. Now, a little backstory. We kept separate bank accounts. We struggled for a long time to get out of credit card debt. The one thing we found that worked was splitting the bills between us and dividing the basic cost of living a life between us. By the time she started her business, we were in the black and finally starting to have some financial freedom. So 5 years of her business, and she's doing very well. We've moved to a bigger house, she buys a new, to her, car, she earns trips to Disney, and eventually earns an exclusive trip for us both to go to the Bahamas. During all this time, she's busier and busier. Her regular job kept her busy enough, but now she's always either on her laptop or phone. Although I appreciate the added income, I don't really think it's worth the strain to put it on our relationship and our 2 daughters. She's taken over the dining room as her office. It's full of product. Piles of boxes show up at our house almost weekly. She says the majority of the stuff she carries is free due to incentives for hitting her numbers. I trust her. So, our marriage fails. I'm not supportive enough. I'm not a Facebook cheerleader praising her hard work running her business. She meets some guy at a work-related conference and suddenly she doesn't want to be married anymore. Divorce sucks. It got ugly. But here's the punchline you've all been waiting for. $17,000. That's how much credit card debt she racked up to inflate her sales and meet incentives. Initially, I was going to have to pay her almost $20,000 to divide our joint assets. Since I had focused on building my 401k while she sold crappy bags, I had a sizable retirement that she would get half of. Until my lawyer found out that she didn't disclose her own work-funded retirement, which she, despite her self-proclaimed intelligence, was completely ignorant of. Now, she owes me. I don't blame the MLM for ruining my marriage. She wasn't a very good partner, and I'm now in a much better place emotionally than I ever was in 17 years of marriage. In a small way, I'm glad she got into that scheme. It helped expose the cracks, and I'm now able to put all that crap behind me. For those curious, she used the divorce as an excuse to step away from her business, which would explain why her sales took a nosedive. So there was no blowback for her business going from all-star to average. I think she is still selling that stuff. I don't ask, nor do I care. Wow, I need to take a sip of water. Hold on, I gotta rinse that bad taste out of my mouth that story left. Ugh. My water bottle makes the weirdest sounds. Does anyone have a water bottle that makes goofy sounds? Do you want to hear this in the middle of class? Like when you're sitting in class trying to be nice and quiet and you hear this? Like, what do you think of that person? Do you just think they're well hydrated? Anyway, I'm stunned that this person, this woman, this individual racked up $17,000 worth of credit card debt just to make it look like, to give the illusion that she was doing really well at her business. That is, oh man, that's next level. Inflating your own sales and meeting incentives that way. So when he thought that they were doing well, when the husband thought that the family, that they were doing really well and they were able to move into a bigger house and that she was doing great at her business, her sales were skyrocketing or whatever he says. The truth is that they were only skyrocketing because she was buying all the product on a credit card that she was keeping separate. Oh, and you know what's awful is that the MLM probably encouraged her to do that. Unfortunately, we've seen all those posts where they try to say, like, do you want your husband or whoever it is, do you want your partner to know that you are buying this, or do you want it to seem like it's a free gift when the thing shows up at your door, right? So she was saying to him in this story, she was telling him that the product that was arriving at the house and filling up the dining room was all free. But no, it wasn't. That was her literally keeping her own quote unquote business above ground. Oh man. Oh, it's so painful. Well, I'm really glad things worked out okay for you. It sounds like it's better for your family in general for it to work out this way. I'm glad you at least have a good head on your shoulders, and I really hope she wakes up and smells the coffee at some point, because frankly, I think she's going to look back at this in a couple years or a few years and be really embarrassed. I mean, best case scenario. No matter how bad things get, I remind myself I could be trapped in a pyramid scheme, convinced I'm a business owner. Everybody hear that? Did you catch that? Everybody out there. I want you to know, no matter how bad things are right now, no matter what you're going through, just remind yourself, you could be trapped in a pyramid scheme, convinced you're a business owner. Don't you feel better about yourself? Because I feel better about myself. I don't know. Oh, look, everybody. It's a hun on vacation. Aren't you jealous?
You should never strive to be average. There is so much beauty to be lived in this world and so much freedom to enjoy it. Win your partner with the correct business opportunity and surround yourself with dreamers. This is what happens. Picking this bonus checkup on a free trip with my mom's special leaders,
oh, that's a weird sentence,
made this extra special. This business gave me so much more time than I could have imagined when first starting. I was able to completely transform my life by working hard and following my passion of helping others to do the same. I'm here to let you know that if you're ready to put in the work, you can have this too. These results are not typical. Monat makes no guarantee that you will achieve similar results. Your results will depend on your hard work and effort. In 2018, the average annual earnings of all active U.S. Monat market partners was $1,453. Sorry, I'm terrible at reading numbers. $1,453. Let's read that one more time. In 2018, the average annual earnings of all active U.S. Monat market partners was a grand total of $1,453 in 1 year. Oh no. It's so contradictory. These huns are like a walking dichotomy. Like, there she is in her little outfit on a beach somewhere, in her little shoes, looking all fancy-pantsy, holding a check for a huge amount of money. And she's like, and you can do this too. And at the very bottom, they let you know that, just so you know, most of you, like 98% of you, will be lucky if you make $1,400 in a year. Without boring any of you to tears, including myself,
This is one of those posts that we've seen around where this is a hun of unknown origin. Who knows? Maybe she's in all of those. She's trying to convince people to buy from. But we have a hun who is doing her part to judge everybody for how they like to spend their money. And they're going to get preachy here. This is that thing they do where they try to say, support small local businesses. Like, if you don't buy from your friend who's got like a small local business, then like you are a terrible person. And they try to sidle in with that crowd. But I mean, let's just go ahead and say it out there. Pampered Chef, Paparazzi Accessories, Monet, those are not small businesses. Those are not small local businesses. Why on earth are you convinced that you are the same as the little mom and pop little shop up the road that makes cute shirts that say the name of the town that I live in? Like, how are you on the same level as them? You're not. You can't convince me. There's a chunk here I did want to talk about as well. It says, if a friend of mine
owned a salon, I would go there.
Of course you would. Because you have a friend who is like professional at doing hair. That's clearly something you want to go and get done, get the benefit of having, their skills on your hair. And then also, you get to help their business out. And that's great. I don't understand how someone who sells shampoo could possibly think, not just any shampoo, but shampoo that makes your hair allegedly fall out or not fall out. But how could you think you're on the same level when you sell Monet? I don't even. Anybody out there who's a small business owner, who's a subscriber, like a real one, please go ahead and let us know below. This has to annoy you when they do this, because I totally agree. We should absolutely support your local small business owners. Absolutely. But the real ones, not MLMs. They're not small business. I realized I'm shouting, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Okie dokie. I'm going to be totally upfront and honest with you guys about this one. I've read this one maybe about 4 times already, and I keep getting really angry about a quarter of the way through and just messing up the words completely. So I'm just going to do my best. And if I do get angry and mess up the words, I'm just going to keep reading. I just thought I'd let you dolls know. Mwah. Hey, first off, I want to say that I'm so deeply sorry to hear about your dad. You guys already know where this is going. I hope you are all finding comfort in these difficult times. Prayers for your family. So I know it must be random hearing from me, but I'm just so excited about what I'm doing, and it's too good to not share. Okay, keep reading, calm down. Keep reading, let the rage swallow the rage. Let the rage go down. Not sure if you've seen any of my previous messages or if you've seen my posts, but I'm loving owning my own business. My skin and lashes have never looked and felt so good. I was never a big skincare person and thought my skin looked fine until I started using these products. They're amazing, and what I love is that they're for everyone. Would you have any interest in hearing any more about these products or any interest in giving them a try? Let me answer for this person. No, they don't want to try. No, shame on you. What are you doing coming on here? Clearly, this family just lost a family member, and here you are coming in, swinging and talking about your big luscious lashes. You have got to be kidding me. I often preach on here. I try to say that, I don't want to just always say that the Huns are terrible people, because a lot of you who are my subscribers used to be Huns, and you guys are great. You really, really are, and you're wonderful people. But these people who do this is like another level, next level. Like, these people, they must have always just been awful, and somehow the MLM found them, or they found the MLM, and now it's like a match made in horrible heaven. All right. Well, now you see why I got so angry. Hopefully you're not either. Hopefully in the upcoming slides we'll have something to laugh at. Yay, fingers crossed. Oh my God, what have I done?
These 2 colors are not only matte, but they go on so smooth. Which color would you rock better?
Are you with Pharmacy now?
Yes, ma'am. Figured I would give network marketing one last try.
If that isn't the most troubling statement I've ever heard, I don't know what is. Yes, ma'am. Figured I would give network marketing one last try. What does that tell you? Because that tells me that this person has gone so far down the MLM rabbit hole. The only reason they're crawling out is because they think probably that they're the ones that aren't making it work. They still somehow believe in the MLM model. And they're going to give it one last try because maybe this time it's going to work. Oh man, the psychology on this one is mind-boggling. Oof, it's been a while since we've looked at some LuLaRoe stuff, hasn't it? Woo! Maybe here in a couple weeks I'm going to have to do a dedicated LuLaRoe video just because I thought our eyes haven't been tortured enough lately. LuLaRoe leggings, $15. Well, that's too much. I'm a LuLaRoe consultant going out of business. Yikes. Well, I mean, I'm glad this person is no longer in the business. That is good for their future. But at the same time, every time you see that, you know automatically that they lost a lot of money. Not just like a couple hundred, like a lot of money. At a minimum, if they did that recent buy-in, you could buy in for like $500. But other than that, I'm sure they had to quickly spend way more for their inventory. But I mean, we're talking thousands of dollars just down the drain, gone. All leggings are new, $15 each. Yeah, that's too much money for those. Honestly, I would just have a yard sale. I would label them like $3 a pair, 2 pairs for $5, or best offer. Honestly, I just can't imagine getting a lot of hits. Like $15 is a lot. That's a lot of money. Like to me, that's almost $20. You know what I can do with $20? A lot. And I don't want these pants. You know what I mean? Should I take my post down? I'm a college student and I posted about an MLM recruiting on campus to a public Facebook page for students. I've been getting messages from recruiters and one is threatening that there will be legal repercussions if I don't take it down. Is this true? 100% not true at all. I can only speak for the laws here in America, but I know American law, you are absolutely protected by the Constitution to be able to speak, especially in a public forum like Facebook. It's totally fine to voice your opinion and your knowledge about things on there, and that is perfectly fine. So no, there is nothing that they can do to you, and I just think it's a really super cool move that this recruiter decided to go after a college student. Like, wow, man, you must be really awesome. Your friends probably really like hanging out with you. I bet you're like super sick, bro. Like, yeah, hella dope and stuff.
Now hiring, I am looking for college students, grads, stay-at-home mamas, and young professionals that want to work from social media and make an extra income. That's a thing now. Look it up. Now hiring. Who needs extra cash this year? I officially opened up 9 spots and 1 more VIP spot for college students, mamas, anyone looking to make an extra income from their phone. Make your own hours. $500 a month, must be 18 plus, work from Wi-Fi, eligible for a
I think that the target audience, it's really kind of eerie to me that they're just saying right out loud what their target audience, and that young professionals thing, that's just a bait. That's just bait right there. But how it said student, grads, and then stay-at-home mamas, like very specific, guys. I know that's who your uplines tell you to target, but I'm not sure you're supposed to just like say it like straight up like that. And while $500 a month would be great as supplemental income, all of us here know that none of this is supplemental. This all ends up involving more work than you ever thought that you would need to put into it, and then you end up making significantly less than what you thought you would make. So this is pretty tacky. And also anything that says must be 18 plus and has literally no other credentials required, that should make you feel a little sus. A bunch of MLMs got together in my town and rented a store space for their product. They are currently in debt. No kidding. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. What does the window say? We support movers and shakers, women makers. Like, I know what they were trying to say, but that phrasing just doesn't work for me. Fair trade and handmade. No! Sorry, I didn't mean to shout. No! What is handmade about those MLM products? Tell me. Where? Well, they're handmade by somebody somewhere in a factory, but they're not lovingly handmade by a local woman like they're trying to imply here. Why are they doing that? I can't stand how these MLMs try and jump onto like the positive social movements we have or whatever that are going on now. They try to jump onto those trains. Like, yes, we support women. We love women owning their own businesses and taking control of their lives. Yes. And it's like, I mean, I feel like having them around really cheapens the platform. I don't know. Like, I don't want them supporting me. Like, oh, good. I don't need it. I don't want it.
Totally crappy and awful giveaway that nobody in the right mind would ever, absolutely ever enter and want. Oh, I'm so excited to be doing my first giveaway. In order to enter, all you have to do is like this post and host a party for me.
Wait a minute. Giveaway time. I'm so excited to be doing my first giveaway. In order to enter, all you have to do is like this post. So all you have to do to get a couple of packets of some poopy tea and a crinkly bag of protein shake, to win that, you have to post, great, like the post, and then host a party for this person? No. What kind of terrible incentive is that? Nobody wants that. This has to be a joke, right? Like the way it made me laugh, the way I read this like a joke. They must be kidding. So all you have to do to get these little packets of paper is to host an entire effing party for me. Oh, and just a few girlfriends. Okay, I put this in literally to be petty, and that is all.
If you have breakage, this is going to be your best friend.
So Monat came out with some sort of fancy conditioner to help with breakage. And the joke now is that there's a conspiracy theory that the Monat shampoo that is allegedly making people's hair not fall out was part of the plan. And then their thing they were going to bring in to save it at the end to be like a big business boomer would be to introduce a new conditioner that would help heal all that breakage you just did to your hair. Okay. I feel petty now. All right, I'm going to go sit in the corner and think about what I've done. It's everyone's favorite time of the day. It's Wholesome Moment of the Day. Let's see who you guys sent over. The animal featured in today's video was sent over by Catherine. Thank you so much, Catherine. I'm going to go ahead and read the email sent along with the photos. Hi, Den Mother. This is my son, Hamilton. I adopted him from a shelter in Houston when he was 3 years old. I have no clue about his past, but he has several scars and a crooked ear, so he must have had it rough. He's now 7 years old and an integral part of my life and my happiness. Hamilton is extremely smart and wears his emotions on his sleeve. Same. I've never met a more earnest doggo. The most important thing in his life is me, who he follows around constantly and is always striving to protect. Oh, it's a good boy. One of his many talents is sniffing out bad boyfriends. Yeah, I like that. So earning Hamilton's favor is now a relationship requirement. Mwah! 10 out of 10. I trust his judgment completely, as you should. Look at that face. I would trust that face. He's a treasure, and every year for his birthday, we eat a honey-baked ham in his honor. Thanks for sharing his story. Oh my God, look at this guy. You deserve a honey-baked ham. Yes, you do, good boy. Thank you so much for sharing, Catherine. I really appreciate it. And definitely using your dogs to gauge if your new boyfriend's good or not is a really great tactic. And if you're looking to get a new member of your family, I definitely recommend to adopt and not shop. Check out your local shelters, your local humane society, donate if you can, volunteer if you can, foster if you can, and don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. And if you want to see a photo of your pets here, then go and send it to my email in my channel description, and you will see your pets here eventually. Real quickly, I just want to hop on here and say thank you to everyone who resent photos of your animals, your wholesome pet submissions. I really appreciate that. Killian, I received your photos. I don't know if you saw my response email back to you, but I appreciate that you resent those. I will be using them in upcoming videos. And to anybody out there, if you have ever sent photos of your animals for your wholesome submissions and you don't believe you've seen them on this channel yet at all, please feel free to resend them. I just tend to get buried in emails, so things get lost. I found a few in my spam folder, which I thought was very odd. pod, so I'm checking there now as well. So if you have them and you want to send them in again because you haven't seen them yet, feel free to send them in again. If I have used them, I'll let you know. If not, I'll let you know. But either way, go ahead and send them in if you have not seen them. All right, Foxtrotters, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked that video, please hit that like button down below. If you have any good comments or suggestions, please leave it down below as well. I love to hear what you have to say, and I love interacting with you all. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button to become a Foxtrotter. Come join the den. Den Mother would love to have you. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. Be on the lookout on the next day or so for the unique video. I will keep you guys up to date on the community tab regarding that. And other than that, I just want to say to all of you, study hard, work hard, play hard, treat yourself well, and don't forget to take a break once in a while. And I am talking to myself as well. All right, folks, thank you so much. I love you guys. And as always, until the next video, take care.